my name is Margaret and this is Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to do a great recipe by Gordon Ramsay. It's going to be our shrimp scampi. Today, what pasta? I'm using angel hair pasta. I already boiled my pasta and have it ready to the side, but you can use 4 quarts of water. Put your angel hair pasta in as well. Then I put olive oil in so the pasta doesn't stick, but you can use, if you like, your salt, if that's what you choose. So right now what I got is my Curtis Stone cookware, because everybody knows if you watch my videos, I like to cook with my Curtis Stone, and I like to wear my Soma pajamas when I cook. So it must be a COVID thing, because ever since COVID, I haven't been out of my pajamas because I work from home in my pajamas. So, but I do change them out daily. So I got them done. The oil's already in here, which is going to be 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Next, I'm going to add in my shallot. It's going to be 1, and it's going to be sliced really thin. So let me put that in there. Stir it around. Now, when I do regular onions, I don't cry or get tears like some people do, but with these, I did get a little bit. So, fair warning. And this is what it looks like. It looks something like this, just for those who never cooked with them. And they come in a little pouch, like 4 or 5 in there. Next thing I'm going to do is get 3 cloves of garlic. He said to grate them. I went ahead and chopped them really thin. And I'm going to put those in and mix it up. The aroma with the onions and the garlic, my house is going to smell really nice today. It smells really good. So the next thing I'm going to do is, he said to add in some white wine. So the white wine you're going to put in is 100 milliliter of white wine, and I'm going to be using my decoy, my deck. I love this. It is a Chardonnay, and I'm going to pour this in. And let it go ahead and boil down a little bit. And matter of fact, I poured me a glass already. My girlfriend Shirley from Texas bought me this glass for my birthday. And when I drink my wine, I like to drink out of this because it reminds me of my best friend Shirley. So cheers to you, Shirley. Almost cheered me up. So the next thing I'm going to add in is my seafood stock. With your seafood stock, you're going to add in another 100. So we're going to add that in. And we're just going to let it simmer. Put it on medium heat. This pan just cooks up so quickly. Heats up, so it's and it heats up all around it. To tell you honestly, it's like an even. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is add in 2 teaspoons of red peppers. Got my 2 teaspoons in. The next thing is going to be cherry tomatoes, which he says 60 grams. So I got my cherry tomatoes out. And then you're going to add in your capers. With your capers, they're kind of like a buttery, lemony flavor. You're going to put in 2 tablespoons of capers as well. And what I did is I cut them long ways. Oh, it's cooking up really nice. I don't know. I'll show it to you. See how it's sizzling? Looks really nice. So the next thing you're going to do is get lemons. When you get your lemons, you're going to grate it first. You need 2 of them, and then you're going to squeeze the rest of it and for the lemon juice. So I'm going to add in my lemon zest. Now the flavors, oh my gosh, it's smelling really good. I have never made this recipe before. And this is a serving for 1, but I think I could do a serving for 2 for my mother and I with this. And then the lemon juice. Got the lemon juice in. Let's go ahead and stir it up. You know how you ask family or friends for recipes and you wish they'd share them with you, which is a compliment to me. Some people just don't like to share their recipes, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank God for internet where I can find other recipes. I remember growing up with my grandmother on my father's side, and when I used to watch her cook, she never used to have a recipe. It was always in her head, like some people tell me. But still, there is a recipe to it. So it's like a pinch here, a cup here, a handful, half a handful, but I think it's a compliment when you ask somebody for their recipe. So while this is cooking, you're supposed to get your about 8 to 12 pieces of shrimp for a single person, and salt and peppered it, and then cook it in here. But I already got mine already pre-cooked, so I don't have to sit in the kitchen and clean it like that. So I already got mine. So I'm going to put it in. You're going to add in your shrimps. So this should cook up instantly. And then I'm going to add in my pasta to the dish. Let me get it in here. Add my pasta. You can just smell the lemon with the zest and the garlic and the onions and those tomatoes. Oh, it's delicious. Cook it up. And then I'm going to throw in basil. Now, when he did his basil, it's one spring. He showed me how to, when you watch his video, he does have a video as well as the recipe. He got the largest one, and then he starts stacking them. He rolled it like a cigarette. And when he rolled it as a cigarette, he chopped it. So it was pretty interesting watching that. So I'm going to throw in that. I love fresh basil. I just love the smell. So let me just get these last little pieces out. Okay. It only took him 10 minutes to make this. He did it like a challenge on his video. So it's cooking up. And then you're going to get butter. Now with your butter, he didn't say if it's salt or unsalted, so I'm using salt butter. And you're supposed to cut up in cubes, and he says 55 grams. So about 55 grams is about 3 tablespoons. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Lower my heat. And put the butter in. There we go. Let it just cook and simmer. I wish I were here to try it. It's going to be so delicious. I can just tell by the moment because it smells delicious with the rich butter, the tomatoes, the capers, the basil. Now we can't forget the Parmesan cheese. He used fresh Parmesan cheese and he grated it, but I'm just going to use Parmesan cheese by Kraft, already grated. I'm going to put it in. Put it in. Mix it up. Turn off the heat. Oh, it's pretty. Let's try to show you a pretty picture of it. Look how pretty that looks. I wish I could smell it. Don't be jealous. You can make this and eat it too tonight. And now I'm going to go get my bowl and try it out. Let it cool down some because you know it's going to be hot. I'm going to take another sip of wine. Cheers, Shirley. Oh, cheers to you, to my cousin Teresa too, because I know you love your wine too. And let's try it. Stir it up. This is very delicious. Please follow me on Facebook at Recipe Amateur Investigator. Also on YouTube. You can find this recipe. I will be posting it shortly as well with the recipe. Hit like. And if there's any recipes you'd like me to try for you, I will be more than happy to do so. And I hope your family enjoys this recipe as much as mine will. Again, thank you for coming into my kitchen. Let me share this recipe with you.